Right, so we all know that AI allows us to generate articles like the ones you see here. I can just skim through these ones, right, with AI featured images, proper tables of contents, proper structuring, AI in article images, more images as you see here, links in article, videos that are relevant to what the content is about, as you see here, right, groom your golden retriever, and this article is about 10 steps to grooming a golden retriever. I could just skim through these ones. Again, all this was done with AI. I can just click here to post to my WordPress site, Shopify store, whatever it is, right? I can post to my integrations. Real quick here, integrations can be anything you want, right? These are all the sites we can post content to: WordPress, Shopify, Ghost, Wix, Webflow, Blogger, even Zapier or an external API. Now, again, we can generate however many articles we want, right? We can just do 300 articles if we'd like. But what if we wanted to edit these articles, right? What if we wanted to make some changes to the articles that AI generated for us? So just pretty simple. What you do is you here click the articles. So click view, and then just click here this top icon right here. Once you do click it, this editor is going to open up. Click create revision, and now you're going to be able to edit and make changes to the AI content that was generated. For example, let's say this introduction was missing something. I could just write anything I want here to make it more complete, right? I can take this, I can add links, so I can just go here, youtube.com as such, right? I can make this an H1, new H1, or it should, in this case, like so, right? So I can make these changes to the content that the AI generated, because sometimes the content that was generated by AI is good, but we want to make it great, right? We want to maybe add some links here and there, add a bit more context, maybe change the images around, and maybe, for example, add some bullets as so, right? Like so, maybe it was missing something, right? And you can do this by going through this manual editor. So again, you can just go here to generate articles, have the links, images, videos, all this, select how many articles you want to generate, and after that, you can either just post them straight to your site manually, or you can, of course, just set up an autoblog that essentially on the back end, it's automatically generating and posting articles every single day, hour, week, month. But if you want to have a bit more control over the output, again, just go here to the history, which essentially is where all the articles that you've generated with the AI appear. Click this, select the article that you want to, click view first, select the article that you want to edit manually, click this little icon right here, and click create revision. That's it. Pretty simple. This is how you're able to essentially manipulate and play around and go back and forth with the content and the output of the AI. Now, the AI and the output of the AI is great, right? As you saw there before. But again, you might want to do some changes. Now, I do want to show you how you can actually generate these articles, right, from zero to the articles generated, because I think it's important that I show you. So to do so, just go to tryjournalist.com, click generate articles, and there's all of these steps right here. Now, this might seem like a lot, but the more steps you have, the more control you are able to have over the AI. So let's start with the bottom tab right here, videos. Just with the toggle of a button right here, all your articles, right, this is one article of yours, right? We will write the article, read through it, then go on YouTube and find the most relevant video, that's a video player right here, to add to your article. That's step one. And then we'll find out where's the best section to add this video in, right? So we will figure out the best section to add your video in. So the video isn't just randomly placed inside of the article, right? It's placed in the article in the best place or in the most relevant section, right? That's the first step. If you want to add them manually, you can just paste in here all your videos, right? As many as you'd like, and we'll use those. But if you want us to manually add them, just toggle this, right? Images, right? First, you choose if you want a article featured image. That's the top image that you saw before, and in article images. I recommend you select both of these, and then the image provider, right? Do you want to use stock photos? Do you want to use Google Images? Do you want to use your own custom images? Because you can use those if you'd like, or AI-based images. I recommend if you do use AI-based, use this one and just go for hyper realistic as such to have the most. This will depend, of course, on your niche. Maybe you can do some illustrative or vector or painting style. I mean, you can just do a Van Gogh style if you want. You can play around with this, but if you want real images, just go with DALL-E 3 and hyper realistic, right? Then these two, internal linking and external linking. This is where essentially you can automate the linking on your article. So let's say, again, this is an article, right? There's a featured image, there's a table of contents, right? There's a proper content structure in article images, in article videos, there's tables, bullets, there's a call to action, there's an FAQ, and also there's going to be links, right, inside of the article that link out to, right, in this case, for external links, that are going to link out to authoritative external sources. For example, if this article is about finance, we're going to link out to maybe TechCrunch, maybe Bloomberg, maybe Investopedia, right? Internal linking is where these links link out to, for example, your site's homepage, maybe your site's contacts page, maybe even some other blog posts, right? Again, none of this is done randomly. If this article talks about finance, and inside of finance talks about stocks, right? An internal link that will link out to another blog post of yours would link out to an article that talked about stocks as well. So none of this is random, right? We don't internal or external link randomly. All this, it has context inside of it, right? So none is random. Then structure. Here is where you can enable and disable all these sections, the key takeaways section, conclusion, FAQs, and you can also automate your headings, or you can do them manually if you like, and you can add as many as you want as such. And you can also select the article length, small, medium, or large. You can play around with this. Then the call to action, this is essentially where you add the call to action to your product or service. So again, at the bottom of each article, there's going to be a dedicated section that is a call to action to either your product or your service. For example, let me give you an example. If this is an article about gardening supplies, right, and it talks about gardening, how to plant a tree, whatever, down here, if you set your call to action to be your Shopify store where you sell gardening supplies, there's going to be a dedicated paragraph that has the whole article into context, right? And it's written with the goal of driving people to a specific service, actually in this case, specific product or a gardening supply product on your Shopify store, right? Again, this is all automated. You just have to add in here your Shopify store URL, or for example, if you're a plumber, just add in here your contacts page or your booking page to people to call you, right? Pretty straightforward. Then formatting right here. You can enable and disable bold out words, pretty straightforward. Knowledge is where you can connect it to the web, so the content produced is up to date, which is pretty powerful. Then brands right here. Essentially what you do is you can select a brand. If you don't have one, just create one. And real quick, a brand, you create the one by clicking here. And what a brand is, right, this is your brand. Your brand is made of assets, right? An asset is your website itself. It could be your company's LinkedIn page, it could be any text, it could be audio documents, it could be all your social media platforms, right? All of these are brand assets. And what you do when you're creating a brand, you're essentially connecting Journalist AI with your brand. So our AI will know as much as you do about your brand, right? You being the owner or founder. So you're giving all this information, public information, of course, or private if you want to give us private information. Any documents that are not published or all your documents that are not published, you can feed it to the AI, right? And the AI will know as much as you do about your brand. So it's able to produce brand-tailored content with your brand's tone of voice, your brand's mannerisms, your own brand's images. So it's pretty powerful. And it's a way that you can leverage AI to produce non-generic content. It's pretty powerful. Then here, content. You can select, of course, the language. You can select from over 150 different languages. It's pretty powerful. If you're targeting international markets, this is fantastic for it. You can choose the creativity levels, more original content or more creative, more correct, sorry. This will, of course, depend on how you want your brand to be perceived. Tone of voice, you can make it funny, informal, academic, you can play around with this. You can also change the point of view, and you can also give it custom instructions. And finally, up here, the final one, which I guess the one you're going to start with, is the generation mode, right? So the content is going to be generated based on all of these steps. But also, one of the most important is the one right here. So what you can do is choose from all of these methods, right? Keywords, essentially you give it keywords and the content is going to be generated and optimized based on the keywords you give it. You can also do titles, and if you just make it a title on how to groom a golden retriever, right? Whatever, the articles are going to be generated based on these titles, right? You can play around with this. You can add as many titles as you'd like. You can also finally do a description, so give it a bit of a description about your business, about what you do. And again, the AI will take all this into account, plus all of these ones, and however many articles you want to generate, and the articles will be reproduced based on this. And finally, keyword monitor. This is a bit more advanced mode. Essentially, if you go here to keyword monitors, you can just add your URL, sorry. Let me just go here to this one, add your URL, and the country and the language as well. And we will give you a bunch of keywords that have low SEO difficulty, so that in theory are easy to rank for, and some decent search volumes. So what you can do is you take these keywords, again, go here to generate articles, select the keyword monitor that you did, right? Let's do this one, and we're going to be generating articles, based on the top keywords for that keyword monitor, right? So it's pretty powerful. Essentially, what this AI does is it does the keyword research for you, then it does the content generation, then the content publishing, and if you want also, It also does the indexing. You do that by going here to, down here to indexers, right? Click this here, and essentially will automatically submit your content to Google, so it's faster, so it's indexed faster. Now, on top of all that, once you have your articles generated, so once you go here to history, you can, like I said before, go here and click view, publish them one by one, publish this one, then publish this one, then publish this one, or you can publish them all at the same time, in this case 3, to your integration. Now, if you want to give it and go a step further, you just go here to autoblogs and new autoblog. And essentially what you do is select the preset you created, right? In this case, my dog grooming preset, and select how many articles you want to be produced and the frequency, right? Every month, week, day, or 12 or 6 hours. So once you do this, again, you're connecting Journalist AI with your blog, right? And every week, 40 articles will be pushed out to your blog. And if we expand on one of these articles, right, all these articles will have featured images, tables of contents, in-article images, in-article videos, proper content structuring, of course, internal links, external links, bullets, quotes, tables, FAQ sections, conclusions, CTA, so all this done automatically for you. In this case, again, 40 every single week, right? That's the power of AI, and that's also why we've developed journalist.com or tryjournalist.com. So again, I'll leave a link for this in the description. Try it out. You get a couple of articles for free. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.